Welcome friends. Today's session we are going to discuss the calculation of a given problem by applying Friedman test in Excel. You know, Friedman test comes under non-parametric test, and I have a short description related to Friedman test. Friedman test was developed by an American economist, Friedman. That's the reason. Yes. If three or more variables have identical population mean, our first option is repeated measures ANOVA. Is one-way ANOVA. This requires our data to meet some assumptions when you apply ANOVA, such as normally distributed variables, for a problem what we have taken. If such assumptions are not met, then our second option is Friedman test, which comes under non-parametric test. Strictly, the Friedman test can be used on quantitative or ordinal variables. Just confirm it. Taken data for applying Friedman test must contain either a quantitative or ordinal variable. Friedman test is similar to Pascal-Wallis test and also an extension of signed-rank test. These two tests we have discussed in our earlier session. And I'm just going to explain about the assumptions of Friedman test. The assumptions goes like this. The group is a random sample from the population. No interaction between blocks, that is rows, and treatment levels, columns. The one group that is measured on 3 or more different occasions. Data should be at least an ordinal or continuous. The samples do not need to be normally distributed. So these are all the assumptions of Friedman test. If this particular assumption suitable for you, you apply Friedman test. And I have listed the elements of Friedman test. One group that is measured on 3 or more blocks of measures over time or experimental conditions. One dependent variable which can be ordinal, interval, or rate. With this small introduction, we will go for applying Friedman test for our selected problem using Excel. Guys, you know, for the non-parametric test what we have discussed in earlier session, and for this Friedman test also we need an add-ins tab in your Excel version. So follow my instruction if you doesn't have the add-ins tab in your Excel version. Go to Google, just type Megastat add-ins installer. You'll get a lot of websites, out of which you are going to choose Megastat installation instructions, that is from professormo.com. You select this particular website, Megastat installation instruction. Just click it in the new window, getting some instruction related to Megastat. This Megastat is going to help us in working out most of our non-parametric test problems. So here you have download the software to your site by clicking here. If you have a Excel already in your desktop or in your laptop, you can straight away go with install mega.exe. You just click this. When you click this, you will have a window here, right? This is an exe file. I'm running, giving yes, and I'm running it. I'm initializing, giving next. In C program, I am going to install this particular Megastat installer. Next. That's it. Finish. Okay. Now I have installed this Megastat in my laptop. Okay. To ensure what I have to do, whether this particular Megastat software have been installed in my system. In order to ensure it, I'm just going to open the folders. Right, in C drive, I'm just checking it. In C drive, go to program files, this x86, open it. You browse Microsoft Office folder, open it. You will get different folders, out of which you click and you open Office 11. There you have another folder, library. Click this and you can find the Megastat installed in my computer. I'm coming back to the Excel worksheet. Since I have already installed add-ins, it's showing this particular menu. For the new people who want to install add-ins, this will help you. Right? What I'm doing, I'm just selecting file, going to options. There we have a separate Excel options window. Here I'm clicking add-ins. A new window will be opened, an add-ins window. Already we have installed the analysis tool pack for our data analysis tab. Right, what you are going to do now, you come to this particular position, manage Excel add-ins. Okay, manage Excel add-ins, go click. You will get an Excel window here, and here usually, since I have installed the add-ins here, I can find the Megastat have been made as a tick. But for the new people, after installing the Megastat, it will be like this. So what you have to do, you have to go with the tick mark of Megastat and give OK. Yes, we have added add-ins tab in our Excel version. Now we are going to proceed with a selected problem to apply Friedman test with the help of this add-ins tab. Okay, I have a problem for you guys for applying Friedman test. The problem goes like this. A winery wanted to find out whether people preferred red, white or rose wines. They invited 12 people to taste one red, one white and one rose wine with the order of tasting chosen at random and a suitable interval between tastings. Each person was asked to evaluate each wine with the scores tabulated in the below table. So in this problem, I have just listed out the 12 people preferences related to white, red and rose wine. They have just listed. And test the hypothesis at significance level of 0.05. This is the problem. I have a data and we are going to test the hypothesis with the help of applying Friedman test, the non-parametric. Right. Before solving the problem, it's our duty to test the hypothesis. I'm just here worked out the hypothesis. H0, null hypothesis. There is no significant difference between the three types of wines, and H1 there is a significant difference between the three types of wines. And this is the result we are going to conclude. If calculated value is lesser than table value, we accept null hypothesis, and we are going to confirm with p value also. When p value is lesser than 0.05, reject null hypothesis. And for your convenience, I will just have the Friedman test table where we are going to calculate the table value also. Now we are going to calculate for the problem we have chosen by applying Friedman test. I'm selecting add-ins and we have a Megastat option. Clicking this, we can find different types of tests, out of which we are going to choose non-parametric test, and in non-parametric test we are going to choose Friedman test. Click this, you will get a Friedman test tab where you will ask the input range. Now I am going to select the input range. The input range is the three data related to white wine, red wine and rose wine and the people's score. And I am selecting output ranked data as well as the correct 40s. That's it. With the 2 steps we can find the result of Friedman test. You just click OK. You will get the output in our next page. Friedman test. You can find the sum of ranks and the average rank between white, red and rose wine. The number of samples n equal to 12 and the chi-square is 2.00. This is what we call it as the calculated value. 2.00 the calculated value. 2 is the degrees of freedom and 0.3679 is the p-value. So we can apply Friedman test and we can find the answer for the problem what we have chosen, and with the help of the chi-square value, that is the calculated value, and the p-value, we are going to test the hypothesis. Right, here the calculated value is 2.00. Applying here, calculated value is 0.00 and the table value have k equal to 3, 2, 3 samples, 3 type of samples related to wines, so k equal to 3, and the number of people n equal to 12. So with this I am just checking with k equal to 3 in 0.05. The number of people for our sample is 12, so 6.50 our table value. I am just typing this 0.50 is the table value. So we found calculated value using Friedman test and the table value. Now again we are going to confirm with p-value also from the output. The p-value is 0.3679. 0.379. Alpha value is 0.05. Right. Now we will test the hypothesis. Here we can, based upon the result, we can confirm that calculated value is lesser than the table value 6.5. So we are accepting null hypothesis. That means there is no significant difference between the 3 types of wines based upon samples we have taken, 12 samples. And with p-value is 0.368, which is greater than the alpha value 0.05. So when p-value is greater than 0.05, we accept null hypothesis. Means there is no significant difference between the 3 types of wines. So based upon these 2 assumptions, we have calculated and concluded for the problem what we have chosen example apply Friedman test. So within simple steps we have found the result for the problem what we have chosen. Guys, if you have any doubts, please post your queries and we'll discuss with a new problem in our next. Thank you.